My name is Glanis Changachirere. I'm sitting here today, wearing two jackets as the steering committee member of the World Movement for Democracy, as Ryota said, and also as the team leader or director of the Institute for Young Women Development, a youth-driven feminist organization promoting the advancement of democracy among grassroots communities in Zimbabwe. I joined the World Movement for Democracy as a young woman activist working to advance the participation of young women and grassroots communities in democracy promotion in Zimbabwe. As democracy and human rights promoters, I'm sure many of you would agree with me that in countries like Zimbabwe and other repressive contexts, we often face insurmountable challenges. I personally have faced arrests as a young woman in university for daring to ask for democracy, for daring to call for the respect of young women and their freedoms in Zimbabwe. This situation left me isolated from my family because they were scared of the work that I was doing to advance democracy. And it also isolated me from many other people that were very important to me because they feared that associating with me would also make them vulnerable to arrests and intimidation. These challenges do not only make us vulnerable as human rights activists and our families, but they also affect our own mental health. However, being part of the World Movement for Democracy, connecting with other people around the world who believe in democracy has helped me to build a community of support and solidarity. The global assemblies that I have attended have always helped to share practical knowledge and tools among many of us in the world who care about democracy that we can use in the organizations that we are coming from and the different countries that we are coming from that also face different forms of repression. The 12th Global Assembly that we are having in South Africa this November offers such a space where we can share knowledge about innovative ideas of how we can continue to advance democracy, particularly in challenging times that we are facing, not only as countries that have got repressive political systems, but because of the challenges that we are facing all around the world today. Global challenges and increasingly transnational challenges for democracy, human rights, and governance that works for people characterizes our lives today. The contestations about immigration relations between Zimbabwe and South Africa today cannot be discussed outside the conversation of democracy in the two respective countries. The democratic deficits exemplified by the situations we continue to find in Sudan today, what is happening in Palestine, Ukraine, and many other countries around the world, and the role that each and every one of us who believe and act to advance democracy around the world cannot be underestimated. There could not be any other better place to hold the 12th Global Assembly than in South Africa in the year 2024. South Africa offers a practical and symbolic story about democracy. 30 years of democracy, 3 decades of successive functional democracy in Southern Africa tells a story about how South Africa has navigated the space of democracy and ensured freedoms and fundamental rights for its citizens. Whether that is achieved as per South Africans' perspectives or expectations or not is a different conversation altogether. But the space that South Africa's democracy has offered for its people for 30 years is completely different from a space that we have been offered in Zimbabwe since we gained independence. And hence, there would be no any other place to have critical conversations about democracy, particularly focusing at how to revitalize democracy. through stories of resilience building, through reflection of what has worked and what has not worked and what is it that we need to rethink, and thinking about how to innovate in order to continue to advance democracy around the world, a world that seemed to be fatigued about the conversation of democracy. As a Zimbabwean activist, I say to South Africa, do not take your democracy